Hello friends, this is Kathir from KTAstro channel. I hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for your comments on the videos I posted about the stock prices of Nvidia and Tesla based on the natal chart analysis of Jensen Huang and Elon Musk. Many of you have requested a similar analysis for Gautam Adani. Today I will be discussing the birth chart analysis of Gautam Adani and how it might influence the stock prices of the Adani Group. Gautam Adani, one of the world's richest people, is facing his biggest challenge yet after being charged with bribery related to power supply deals from energy projects in India. US authorities are calling it the corrupt solar project. As a result, Adani Enterprises stock crashed 23% on November 21st, 2024. In Vedic astrology, we believe that each and everything is already pre-written. Having said that, what is causing the problem for Gautam Adani's natal chart? Now I will share my screen and show you his natal chart and we will discuss about it. I have given here the natal chart. He was born on June 24th, 1962, 5:15 a.m. in Ahmedabad, India. He is coming under Taurus ascendant, which is Rishabha Lagna. I am marking it here. And his Lagna Lord is Venus, and Venus is sitting with Rahu. And Rahu Venus conjunction is a great Raja Yoga. And if you look at his birth chart, he is running his Venus Mahadasha from the start of 2015. And Venus Mahadasha is a duration of 20 years. He will complete his Venus Mahadasha by December 31st, 2034. This is the first important point I noted down. That's here it's Venus Mahadasha with Rahu and Venus conjunction. And the second thing is, if you look at the placement of Sun is placed on 8 degrees and 46 minutes. If you count, it is coming under the Ardha Nakshatra, which is also called Tiruvadari Nakshatra, which is ruled by Rahu. It is also a great Raja Yoga aspect, and he is expected to get lot of fortune through government or politicians, which is also happening. The other important aspect on his chart is Saturn and Ketu are making conjunction on his 9th house of Bhakyasthana. This is Saturn and Ketu conjunction. If you look at the degree, Saturn is at 17 degree and 19 minutes and Ketu is at 17 degree and 34 minutes. And also Saturn is getting retrograde here. And Saturn is a karmic planet and it is also the 9th lord for his ascendant. It rules his 9th and 10th lord. Saturn and Ketu conjunction is one of the very powerful conjunction for one person to have. Whenever it works correctly to give fortunes, that is, we have to look at the ascendant, whether Saturn is your 5th lord or 9th lord, we will count from that aspect, and also the other yogas presented in the horoscope. So if the Saturn and the Ketu conjunction is powerful and it is giving yoga, then it will become a great Raja Yoga. This Saturn and the Ketu conjunction, we can see it in other powerful people chart also. One example is Vivek Ramaswamy, who became suddenly rich, and also it's right now is very powerful. And one more person, it's very well known South Indian movie actor Rajinikanth. So he is also having Saturn and Ketu conjunction. Here in Gautam Adani's chart, he is also having Saturn and Ketu conjunction. And there are some cases this conjunction may not work well, but for him it is giving very big fortunes. And the last very important aspect on his chart is the Moon and Jupiter are making conjunction. I'm putting a circle here. And the third one is the midheaven. You can ignore it. And Moon and Jupiter conjunction is called the Gajakeshari Yoga. So that is also giving a good fortunes for him. His Mars is placed on the 12th house, and Mars will give good fortunes because Mars is sitting on the nakshatra of Bharani, which is ruled by Venus. And Mercury is 5th and 2nd lord, which is placed well on his Janma Lagna itself. So overall, his chart is looking very good. And one more thing, if you look at his chart, people sometimes get confused with whether he is having Kala Sarpa Yoga or not. He is not having Kala Sarpa Dosha or Kala Sarpa Yoga on his chart. The reason is, if you look at the degree wise, Saturn is at 17 degree and 19 minutes and Ketu is at 17 and 34. In case if Saturn is at 18th degree, then it is called Kala Sarpa Yoga. But right now, on his chart, Kala Sarpa Yoga is not there. So all he is having is it's Jupiter and Moon conjunction, which is a powerful Gajakeshari Yoga, and Saturn and Ketu conjunction, that will also give fortune, and Rahu and Venus conjunction, that will also give fortunes. If you look at the table, you can see that in 2020, his asset was 25 billion US dollar, and 2022 it was 150 billion US dollar. So during this time, Saturn was transiting in Magar Rashi. As long as Saturn is in Magar Rashi, he was able to move up, and the asset was this asset went from 25 billion to 150 billion US dollar. As soon as Saturn has entered Kumbh Rashi, he has started losing his fortunes. Saturn entered in Kumbh Rashi in January 2023, and still it is transiting in Kumbh Rashi. In November 15th, 2024, Saturn turned direct, that is only 10 days before. So that is the exact time he also started having lot of problems, and the stock price also started going down. Now going forward, what is going to happen? We will discuss based on is the Gochar aspect. So Gochar aspect, Saturn direct is causing problem. So Saturn is going to stay in this house until March 29th, 2025. So until then, his testing phase will continue. But he will get relief even much earlier, based on the other planetary transit. Right now, Mercury is in retrograde. Just it went retrograde 2-3 hours before, and Mercury retrograde will help him to work on this problem, whatever he is going through. And Mars is going retrograde on December 6th, 2024. That is also not looking good for him. So he will have very good fortunes only when Jupiter goes direct on February 4th, 2025. But that results he can notice a little bit earlier. That is 1 or 2 weeks before itself, he will start seeing the positive effect of the Jupiter going direct station on February 4th, 2025. And the other important thing is, he is running Venus Mahadasa. Venus is going retrograde on March 1st, 2025, and it will turn direct on April 12th, 2025. So if you look at the Gochar aspect, Saturn will not give him fortunes until March 31st, 2025. And Venus will gain full strength by April 12th, 2025. And Mercury is a fast moving. Right now, retrograde Mercury is helping a little bit, but Mars retrograde will cause him problem. So only relief he can have is once Jupiter turns direct on February 4th, he will get a very good relief. He will start having good fortunes from May 15th, 2025. Once Jupiter enters Midhuna Rashi, Jupiter will help him to come out of the problems, whatever he is going through. It is not a overnight fortune period, but he will come out of the testing phase, and his problem would have peaked even around March 31st itself. When Saturn is making transit to Meena Rashi, his problem would have peaked, and he will start coming out of the problem from May 15th, 2025. And once he reaches the end of next year, that is December 2025 or early 2026, January or February 2026, he will be completely out of the current problematic situation, and he will start doing very well in his life. And I will go back to the previous slide now. This is the first slide I was showing you. So he will be starting his Jupiter Antardasha from March 2025. So Jupiter Antardasha will also help him to do very well. And the next Saturn and Mercury Antardasha is also looking good. So he will continue to have good fortunes until 72 years. At the age of 72, he will be starting Sun Mahadasha. Sun Mahadasha will also give him good fortunes, and he will also have good fortunes through government sector. In conclusion, Gautam Adani is currently facing a testing phase until May 15th, 2025. After May 15th, 2025, his company is expected to enter a more fortune phase. The Adani Group of companies should see their stock return to their peak by the year 2026, as Jupiter and Saturn will be in favorable position from May 15th, 2025. Please note that astrological predictions are based on the movement of planets. They can give you some guidance, but should be just one of the factors in your decision making. It's important to also consider practical aspects in your plans. My predictions are based on Vedic astrology. You are responsible for your own trading and investment decisions and any risks involved. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video.